skin barrier is really that central battlefield that really manifests all of the different signs of eczema.
Eczema is a chronic inflammatory skin condition that can develop anywhere on the skin. It's characterized by dry skin with recurring red and extremely itchy patches. Although no cure exists, we can effectively manage the condition with proper care and treatment.
I'm Dr. Sam Hanna. I'm the medical director here at Dermatology on Bloor in Toronto. Eczema is an inflammatory disease of the skin that happens due to genetic factors.
Eczema can also be triggered by environmental factors.
And the way it manifests is as itchy red plaques in classic areas like the folds inside the arms or behind the knees, sometimes associated with other entities like asthma and allergies, either in individuals or in their families.
Eczema affects approximately 17% of Canadians. It starts with an itch, then progresses to symptoms that can impact daily life.
The itch in eczema is often described to me as really unrelenting. And I think when you talk, especially to children, they'll characterize it as sort of a monster, something that's always chasing them. It can be a really gnawing itch. You'll often hear people talking about a burning or even a painful itch. So that idea of just sort of constant, out of nowhere, and when it shows up, an intense itch, that intense desire to scratch is almost, you can't resist it. And once scratching starts, it gets even worse. And I see it in my patients all the time. They'll sit talking, not knowing that they're doing it, just scratching as we chat. Oh no, I'm fine, I don't really scratch. It's really a central thing, and it becomes background for these folks. Like they almost don't even know they have it.
People with eczema usually experience flare-ups, where eczema gets worse for a time.
So when we talk to patients with eczema, one of the things I really educate them about is the idea of having flares of disease or flare-ups of disease. And in a chronic condition like eczema, even with good control, there are going to be times either related to environmental stressors or emotional stressors that their skin disease picks up a little bit. And they'll have, suddenly they were okay, they have itch, maybe widespread, maybe in specific areas. It's really important for them to recognize those because it's a way where they can kind of get off track in terms of maintenance of control. So once they start to identify those flare-ups, we often want to arm them with tools to use to sort of immediately kind of squash that, get back to control as quickly as possible.
Often, the pharmacist is a first line of defense for patients seeking temporary protection and relief of minor skin irritations and itching due to eczema. Pharmacists have pretty good knowledge about some of the agents over the counter that might help with early management of this. It's important to always consult a healthcare practitioner for children less than 6 months. When it comes to skincare, Dr. Hanna recommends simplicity.
So my first visit with somebody where I'm discussing management of their eczema, a big part of that is really about skincare. And I'm just a real minimalist about skincare with patients. I like gentle cleansing, I like moisturization, I like irritant avoidance. I always put a plug in for sun protection.
If symptoms of eczema worsen or last for more than 7 days, always consult a healthcare professional. They have options to help.
It's a really nice time to treat patients with eczema because we have so many options. But what my goal is in terms of our specific interventions is to make them live most days like they don't have eczema. So that the skin issue is integrated into their life, that it's not taking over their life, it's not keeping them awake at night, it's not impacting on work or school performance or relationships. That to me is a real success. When it's like they do their things without, that we get them into the habit of doing, and they think, oh, I haven't really thought about my skin disease. I haven't been itchy in a week or a month, or that's really a victory, and it's nice to be able to achieve that more and more these days.